Welcome back to McNulty's Cocktail Hour. Here we are again, surrounded by books and beer. Today we're going to talk about James Herbert. I have 3 James Herbert books I pulled out. I thought I'd give you a little rundown on them briefly. And we'll talk. I don't think I've talked about James Herbert before, so hang on. Cheers to you all as we begin. The first James Herbert book that we will talk about today is Moon, because it's on the top of the stack. And what was the year of this one? This was 1985. Moon is a good thriller. It's everything James Herbert wrote is a good thriller with supernatural elements and so forth. And this one, it's kind of become kind of a cliche. You have a guy who can see the future, terrible things that happen. He gets possessed by a spirit and all of that type of thing. That's fairly common trope in horror fiction. But James Herbert was he's a UK writer. These are published by Pan Books out of the UK, and these are uniform editions with similar style covers. Are all available on Amazon. I have a couple in my wish list. I want to get more. I have some original paperbacks of something like Rats. I have Rats and others, but I just grabbed these 3. So this one has some gruesome aspects to it. Some of his books are more gruesome than others. Sometimes he doesn't. I had the other 2 here I'm going to talk about are a little different. So fun book if you're looking for some good supernatural type horror fiction that's, not gruesomely horrific, but there's some gruesome aspects to it. Try some James Herbert. Then again, you'll probably find one that's really gruesome. And you'll say, Tom, that was gruesome. But it's a fun book. So we'll start with Moon, and we're going to go to another one that I really liked. This is really kind of an interesting book. The Magic Cottage here, and I got to put the scans up to you as well. This was 86 as well. Oh gosh, that's great. The Magic Cottage is exactly what you would think it is. A couple wants to look for a place that they can call their own, and so they get the Magic Cottage, and boom, guess what? There's magic in the Magic Cottage, but some of that magic is bad magic, so you have to be careful. There were things that had happened here, and there are some strange, hideous creatures involved. Really good book. I actually enjoyed this more than Moon. I think it's one of my favorite James Herbert books is The Magic Cottage, but the one that I'm going to show you next is so far, I haven't read everything James Herbert put out, but I have some stuff out there on my wish list, and I have some other paperbacks that I'll probably come to. And when I get some more, I will I'll give you an update on those. I think they're fun. So, The Magic Cottage, high on my list of really great horror novels by James Herbert. And this is high on my list of ales. You drink too many of these too fast and you're going to be smashed. So you do need to be careful. Please exercise caution when you're visiting McNulty's Book Corral at the cocktail hour. Now, the last book of the episode. This is going to be kind of a shorter episode, but it's a big one. The Secret of Crickley Hall. I love this book. Okay, this is a place where ghostly things happen and gruesome things happen, and there's all sorts of things going on here that are, I don't know, compelling, interesting, frightening, scary, and spooky and all that stuff. James Herbert I wouldn't describe him as a writer who uses a pulp fiction style at all. Quite the contrary. I think he's more of a practical scribe, where he simply methodically builds the tale, and that the terror mounts with each chapter. He is very good at creating characterizations and setting the scene, and when he wants to be gruesome and really, really gruesome, he can do that as well. Those aspects, to me, I expect that in one of his books. Not always as gruesome as Guyan Smith or Sean Hudson, but he's there. I think James Herbert he's gone now, by the way. I think he was a great writer. I really like his books. That's why I have more on a wish list, and I have some in the other room, some paperbacks, where I'm always looking to get more of his stuff. So these three, as you can see, have a similar type of design on the cover. And this one was 2006, so it was so this was one of his later ones. And great book. So there you go. There you have today 3 recommendations by the late, great James Herbert. And to celebrate James Herbert today, I will lift my glass aloft. I will say cheers to you. Here we go. Please stay well, stay happy, exercise caution when visiting McNulty's Book Corral, and read a book.